Hey, good afternoon. Joe Willis here with day 2 of 51 for the 2024 I Will Listen campaign. Today's 1 mile was for the men and women of the state of Rhode Island, where on average we know of at least one first responder lost to suicide each year. Now, typically I do these walks at the end of each year and close out the last 51 days with one state per day, 1 mile per first responder lost on average over the last 5 years to suicide. And then on New Year's Eve, I do a culmination event where I walk a long distance. This year, I've committed to walking 50, and I'll do that once again in San Diego. I mentioned yesterday that these walks this year will be just a little bit different, not a significant change, but in the way I message and how I message and why I'm doing certain things. So I mentioned that I stepped down from the board at First Help, but will still continue to do these walks, continue to raise awareness for the First Help I Will Listen campaign, and to raise funds for that tremendous organization that I will always love with my whole heart. I did it because I assumed a role as one of the deputy executive directors for the International Law Enforcement Educators and Trainers Association. And in that role, there's a tremendous amount of work to be done, and will help me focus on the bigger picture of the law enforcement profession and training and development there. But if you know me, you know my heart will always reside in wellness and resilience, and it will always hold a special place for me. And I believe all trainers should in one way or another stay connected to that, because it's something that it's the gel that holds us together, right? Our comprehensive fitness. And that's the second major change for this year, is for at least 5 years now, I've owned the domain, the website comprehensive.fitness, and I've consistently put little blog posts here and there. It's kind of been a way to collect some thoughts or share some ideas or whatever. But this year I doubled down on it and have actually used a lot more of my spare time to actually write some blogs, put some content on there, and finish out a couple of coaching certifications. I got my certified personal trainer as well as certified wellness coach. And so my intent is to try to share some information there, try to be more proactive about how I'm using it. I don't know what it's going to look like in the long run, but the meme I've posted today is largely about taking that step for me, but I think it'll resonate with many of you in a lot of different ways, is that when we first take that step, that leap of faith in ourselves, we may lose a little bit of footing. It may be uncomfortable and quite frankly scary as hell, but to not do it is to lose ourselves, not just our footing. And so I felt called to do it, as I have a couple of things throughout my life, and I think this is going to be something I can continue to serve a lot of people with. So anyway, my name is Joe Willis. Please stay safe. I will listen.